So
Still doing it.
it rained last night. We're gearing up. Thankfully, we're gearing up inside of a shelter, but it actually started raining again just a little bit ago. Somebody's got a shirt soaking out there on the sign. I don't think that's one of ours, but we're gonna be walking in the rain this morning. So this will be a new experience. We'll get the umbrella out and see how that does today. I think we're going about 12 or so miles, maybe 13, I don't remember, to another shelter up the way. So we'll get there soon enough. We'll talk to you when we get out there, but it's gonna stay raining. I may not do a lot of videoing today. Well, we're sitting in the shelter waiting on the rain to abate maybe. And I wanted to tell you about the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. So we are 6 of approximately 14 million visitors to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park annually. It is the most used, busiest national park in our country. So that's pretty impressive. We will reach tomorrow, I think, the high point of the Appalachian Trail here in the Smokies. It is Klingman's Dome, so we'll let you know when we get there. Should be interesting because I think it's going to be, I'm not going to talk about the weather. Maybe it won't happen. But anyway, it's a 4-letter word that starts with S. So, yeah, ends in a W, not an IT. So anyway, we're kind of holding out, thinking that the rain may pass in the next 20 or 30 minutes, or at least abate somewhat before we head out into the soup. But we're thankful that we had a good shelter. Cupid built us a fire last night. We had a good meal. We were warm. It was all good, and we're trying to forestall going out into the nastiness this morning. So we'll try to keep it together, and we'll check up with you here in a little bit. Well, a common trail phrase is embrace the suck. And embracing the suck we're doing this morning. It's we started out in the rain. I think it's going to blow over, but I'm running through my mind thinking, oh, those are pretty. Squirrel. Not really. I'm thinking about all the reasons why I didn't put on my rain pants this morning, and I'm coming up blank. I'm coming up with no reasons why I didn't put on my rain pants this morning. I've got my rain gear on, my top. I've got my umbrella strapped in, and it seems to be doing okay. But from the thighs down, my pants are absolutely soaked. But it'll be what it'll be. I'll hike in my rain pants and some shorts tomorrow. And we'll see how things go. But we've got about 12 miles to go today. I'm not sure how far we've been yet. I forgot to look at the clock and the map. But we're moving up the trail. We've got rhododendron to the right. And we've got rhododendron to the left. And we're moving on up. Yeah. All right, we have made it so far as Russell Field Shelter this morning. I think out of the 6 of us, we have only 1 fall, so that's a good average. I'll back out and show you the area. Bear cable's somewhere up here, right there. And pretty nice little shelter. It doesn't have the windbreak that the other one had, but a little bit more overhang too. So anyway, we're making good tracks this morning. We'll move on. I think maybe the rain has stopped, and we're just going to be dealing with the fog and the misery till it blows off. So we'll see what happens later today. Well, today would be a really great day to be miserable. But at least at the moment I'm not. I kind of got close there at that last shelter we stopped at and had a bite to eat. I got kind of cold. It was wet, but actually my body heat has warmed up and mostly dried at least the upper parts of my pants. My shoes are still full of water, but that's not gonna change for a few days till we can get indoors and let them dry. But I've got wool socks on and they keep the warm in. My rain jacket's keeping the wind off. Finally got enough feeling in my fingertips that I could take my old gloves off. I had my waterproof shells on. I didn't put my gloves on because I think I'm gonna need the warmth of the gloves tomorrow. And I didn't want them to get wet today because I didn't figure they'd dry out tonight. But anyway, we're going down the trail. I'm kind of in the middle of the pack right now. Milkman and Dear Jeff are behind me. Hawkeye's in front. Medicine Man, also known as Pete, he's in front. And Cupid's out there somewhere too. Probably gonna, I don't know, they'll probably pull off at the shelter that's less than a mile up here for a minute and eat. I don't know whether I will or not. We've got a couple of big climbs in front of us today. That's going to be the highlight of the day. I'll share it with you when we get there because it's going to be kind of cool. hope you'll stick around for a few more minutes and see where they are. And a really big climb tomorrow. Or at least it's a high peak. I hope it's not a big climb, but I bet it will be. I can't remember. I'll have to look at the map. But anyway, we're in the Smokies and meandering on through. Got a friend maybe coming in to stay with us tomorrow night and get us out at Newfound Gap. He's willing to shuttle us down to Gatlinburg for, we'll say a day there. I think probably 0, heal up, maybe get some Epsom salts, and do that whole thing. Visit the town a little bit, do a little touristy stuff, eat some really good food. That's the part I'm really looking forward to. And of course, after today, drying stuff out. We started off in the rain this morning, as I'm sure I told you. But the sun's trying to peek out. It's doing the best it can do. I think we're going to be in a fog cloud today, and not really sure exactly what the weather is going to be tomorrow. But it'll be what it'll be, because we're out here and there's nowhere to go but forward. So we'll be making our way forward in whatever weather we got tomorrow. So I'll check in with you a little bit later on today when we get to those peaks, if not before. Well, interesting new terrain today. I remember this from previously. But we got grass off over here. We've got these low bushes. Rhododendron, laurel. That sort of stuff's typical, but just an interesting little walk this afternoon. Or this morning, I'm not sure which it is just yet. It's right at noon, I think. But I thought I would share it with you. We are beginning our ascent to the 2 peaks we're going to hit today, and I'm kind of saving them back because one of them's kind of a surprise. You'll have heard of it before. So anyway, plowing forward. Thankfully it's not raining at the moment. Okay, this climb has been no joke. Thankfully, I think it's the only really big one that we have today. And at the top, I will be rewarded. Probably no view, but I can't wait to show you the top of what's up there at this hill. So we'll proceed on. I'm heel toeing it right now. It's steep, it's rocky, but we're making slow forward progress, and that's what we need to have. All right, we're taking the last few steps together. Oh boy, that was a booger to get to the top of this.
Rocky top.
Yes, sir. I haven't let the cat out of the bag yet, but there's a song by the same name of this mountain. So we are, everybody, well, almost. We got a couple still behind us.
No, didn't hear about it.
We are at the peak of Rocky Top, Tennessee, with no views, but we're up here. So, whew, what a climb. But we've made it. We are at the first of 3 peaks of, I just had it in my mind, the name of this mountain right here, Thunderhead. This is not actually what the song was written about, but it
more or less.
it sort of is. We'll talk about it in a little bit.
Deep
Well,
down in the valley.
We're finally getting a little bit of a break up here. It's cold up here on the top of Rocky Top,
Yep.
but we've got a little bit of a view. Thought I'd show it since we walked this way. So we're heading from here on over to Thunderhead Mountain, which is not far. And then I think we've got down and up and down and up, and not too bad. I think the worst of our day is behind us, maybe. We have 5 miles to the shelter, and we'll check in before we get there. Well, we sat here and snacked long enough that the wind and weather have blown the fuzz off the top here, and we've actually got some views all of a sudden on the top of Rocky Top, Tennessee. Wow, this is so awesome. So awesome. I wish you could be here with us. I just texted some friends of mine, one who actually lives in Knoxville, and hopefully he'll enjoy the pictures from the top up here. Beautiful views up here. Probably the best we're going to get today, but I'm hoping that the clouds will blow off and it'll warm up a little bit before we get to the shelter tonight. We've got 5 miles to go, and we've been kind of slogging in the cold and leftover rain and mist all day. But man, what a beautiful day. So this summit, Rocky Top, is actually not the subject of the song Rocky Top. But it was adopted, the song anyway, it was written in the 60s by Felice and Boudleaux Bryant. They were in Gatlinburg, writing for Chet Atkins and some other famous country singers of long ago. And in the 80s, I think it was the 80s, and I just looked at my notes and I've already forgotten. This song, or the song that they wrote, Rocky Top, was made the state song of Tennessee by nearly unanimous vote in the House and the Senate. There was one dissenting vote out of all the votes that were taken, but nearly a unanimous vote to make Rocky Top the state song of Tennessee. And even though it's not written specifically about this mountain, it's kind of conjectured that this song sort of is the epitome of that song. So we're proud to be here today. Really, really glad that the weather has cleared enough. Just sitting here eating a little snack in the last 10 minutes, the weather's blown off the ridges around us and given us a great view. And maybe the sun's going to be out the rest of the day, which would be absolutely a bonus. So we're about to pack up and head over to Thunderhead, which is the larger peak of the Thunderhead mountain. And then from there, we're up and down until we get to our shelter about 5 miles away. Well, finally, clear enough weather and something interesting to film. Still, I think, making our way between the Rocky Top Peak and the Thunderhead Peak up along this ridge spine. And it's sunny, but I know why it's sunny. It's because of the wind, which is whipping over my cold hands, blew away all the clouds. But it's all good. We're moving forward. We'll be heading down here in a little bit. But I wanted to show you this little bit of walk through the grass here in the sun. Beautiful day, finally. Well, more views. Clouds are up there, valleys are down there. Beautiful. Well, I thought I'd show you this little creek right here. This little creek also, it has a name. It's called the Appalachian Trail. So we've been walking down for the last, I don't know, mile or so. And it's hard to not be an inch or two deep in the water that's running off here. This is from the rain that we had last night. But sometimes the trail's like that, and you have wet feet, and that's just the way of it. So I'm gonna put the phone up and use my poles to steady my way down through here, because I already see a footprint right there where somebody slipped. But I wanted to let you know, sometimes it's not all unicorns and rainbows out here. Well, I've been climbing for the last 30 minutes, but I don't think anything's gonna beat this last 10 or 15 feet right here. Hopefully this is the top, and we'll go down a little bit. And I bet there's gonna be a view right there. I'll let you know in a minute. Not a huge view, but it's pretty nice. Hopefully we're done climbing for a few minutes. Hopefully we won't have to go down in the river either, but it is what it is today, and we'll make the best of it. So this is the trail. It's about 12 feet up. Definitely not gonna do this holding my phone. Okay, made it to this top of this little up, and it's snowing. Yippee, what a day. Okay, we just came down. Now we're gonna go up. We've got a mile to the shelter, and hopefully we're not gonna be going up in a ditch with the stream running down through it, but it'll be what it'll be. Appreciate you joining me today. This is what the trail's really like. As you could probably have told by my tone in the last clip, this has not been my favorite day on trail at all. We've had rain, rivers, cold, lots and lots and lots of rocks, walking in ditches, ups and downs. But that's a part of the trail, and we knew it when we signed up for it. We'll keep a positive attitude, and we'll hope tomorrow's not as rigorous. But if it is, we'll keep walking north, because that's what we're here for. Appreciate you joining us, and I'll check in a little bit. Wow, almost to the top. And then our shelter should be just over the edge, I think, not far. We'll see. It's been a day of surprises. But pretty rocks. Don't have to walk on those, so they can be called pretty. But I think we're gonna crest out here. It may be a false summit. We may be in for one more surprise for the day, but right now it's pretty nice. It's beautiful, so we'll take some pictures. The most beautiful sight of the day, there's a shelter. Not even minding that the last 200 feet's uphill. And the sun's shining, so maybe we can dry some things out before tomorrow. I doubt it, but we'll see. But we're glad to be here. I'll show you more of it when we get up there. Well, this is the inside of Derrick Knob's shelter. We're all getting ourselves geared up and ready to go to the bed because it's cold up here. I think it's gonna be around 30 tonight and colder tomorrow. We're gonna have some snow, I think tomorrow evening maybe, or at some point. But we'll walk out here and show you the front. Oh. That's our trail going out tomorrow. And then here's the front. So anyway, thanks for joining us today. Big treat tomorrow. Don't forget to tune in. Not going to spoil the surprise for you, but we do have a little bit of a treat tomorrow, even if it doesn't snow. So we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you soon.